want to bring another line, I think you need to just look how it can come here, so no big deal. So here also, if you want, we can bring the line. For that we are using here the SPIs and CPIs. So far it seems values are so much increased. See, if you see this, so what I will do, just go a little back, because this value needs to be corrected in P6. So something is suddenly put here, actual cost or earned cost, so that's why it is taking CPI a lot above, which is abnormal, and we need to just make sure. So now it seems little better. So what we can do, we can put a line to anything which is above 1 or below 1. This is our criteria in SPI and CPI. So here we will put the value at 1 as well. Here the value is at 0, so in that case the constant line value can be at 1. Add line, okay, make it color red for indication, and the value is 1. Okay, it is here, fine. So both the values are in different axes, it is shown. So what you can do, you can for a better understanding, always put in tooltip something. For example, I have put this, so it is going to give me a good reason, understanding that on which week or month number or week number my data is being shown. So similarly here I will put something in tooltip index. It's very useful for analysis purpose. This is, so these are the cost wise analysis. Now below I also want for labor. So for labor, what I need, let's say I will simply copy that, I will put it here. Let's say like this, and you can remove this part and this part. So what I will bring, I will bring the labor related data, SPI labor, and my CPI labor. This is it. So now it is showing the data as well. So later we will be reading them, how it is how this information is coming out of the data, what is the meaning of it. Okay, I will copy this part now. Yeah, it's here. Here should be SPI. I think SPI we have lost, so I will bring the SPI from the other dashboard. You can bring from here as well. Copy the data. It is here, SPI. So in that case, what I need, I want to change my cost variance and schedule variance of cost into schedule variance of labor and cost variance of labor. So these are the values shown here. So if you don't want them in same graph or same chart, you can just put one here, the other here. It is also good. Let's say we can try if it makes sense. Let's say I will remove this from here and this from here. Yeah, you can have these as well. If you want to have a separate as SPI and CPI also, you can put all these graphs there. So in that case, keep it like that, no problem. So these are my SPI, CPI, all for labor and cost. Here this title should be changed. The title I'm going to change is, this is my schedule variance of labor. So now we know that earned value is happening in two ways, okay, labor and cost. So if the data is coming properly, we can have so much advantage of having such dashboards and reports, because whatever working we have done so far, it is not going to be repeated. We have done it once and everything will be automatically connected. If you want to have change the scale weekly or monthly, you just need to change into the source and all the data will be converted for weekly analysis. Okay, so this is SPI CPI labor, SPI CPI cost, schedule variance, cost variance. I can put that percentage as well so that it is shown in percent. Schedule variance percent, cost variance percent, cost. Okay, so this is only, I think this one is, I need to just check. This is schedule variance labor, so title will be schedule variance percent labor. For that, title will be cost variance percent labor. So far it is done. So these trend analysis are also done, so we can check them for the critical activities and non-critical activities, finished activities, non-finished activities, whatever is available there, we can check that. Project controls dashboard, and I can write here in this part trend analysis, or we can say descriptive trend analysis. Seems little better, or just little bit reduced. Yeah, project controls dashboard descriptive analysis seems fine. Okay, so now we need to go into the detailed reports, because we have done only the dashboard level things now. So the next things will be our detailed reports, what we can use in the detailed reports. So for that, what I will do, I will take the data from the same sheets in order to proceed. So let's say I will take the data from here, duplicate, I want to make this sheet as a detailed cost report, and in that part what we will require, we will not require these labor because this is a cost report. We can remove them simply. We don't need labor, we don't need at least this labor as well. Okay, we don't need this labor, we do not need the time as well, because time is not going to help us in the reports. Dates we will be requiring, but we will using in other ways, so at least we can keep them, maybe we need that. So we need to delete these two. You can make your own dashboard anytime, most welcome, and you can share with us as well if you develop these reports and dashboard by your own. Okay, so we will think if we need this value here or not, but we will most definitely be needing something which is our matrix, because we need to create the reports. For reports we need the matrix. So let's see, I will just minimize that little bit, remove that. For matrix we will bring this part and we will see what we can do out of that. Okay, so in matrix what we need, this is the point where we will be using the activity codes most oftenly, means the maximum we can use. So first of all, let's bring the activity ID in a row. All the activities IDs are here. You can bring the activity name as well under that. Not from this area, actually we need to bring it from the fact table. So open the fact table. From fact table ID, from fact table name, two things. And if I need, let's say my area or zone, I will bring that at top. This is now going to show here zone, actually they should be zone, it's written area. And I let's say bring the cluster here, 4 cluster, and let's say above that BOQ. Now my BOQ is also shown here. So what else do we need in the column? In column we can check basically it's a detail, so we can check the time. We can bring our time here, so we want to see what happened in each time period. So let's say I will bring the dates here in the column, and I don't want quarter hierarchy. From here you can change the